why all hybrid roles are not the same and why I settled on this role that I am covering for. So I got an opportunity to cover at like creative studio, CPG account, and the workload seems pretty good, and I entertain it because it's a hybrid role and not all hybrid looks the same. So I want to put this out there just because I know, especially in New York City, a lot of roles are, having you come back into the office, or like hybrid is kind of like the new remote in New York City. And I say that because even the remote roles now are like location specific. Like it could be a New York City remote role, but they want you to come into the office maybe, once a month or even quarterly sometimes. And it's like, it's kind of protecting themselves in case the role changes, or like, again, leadership has this meeting and all of a sudden all the remote roles, now they want everybody to come back into the office. And we know, like in the pandemic, a lot of people, like they really moved, right, to like save on their rent, moved to like Florida and all of these places just to like have their company like shift once the new year came and say, oh, we want you guys to come back. And people are like, if you moved way out, or like you have a car and they move way out just to like, they're not in the popular part, they move more so in the outskirts, and they're like, oh, I'm remote, I'm fine, I'm comfortable, I'll be great, my boss is cool. What happens is a lot of times, like that boss sometime that was okay with you being remote gets laid off, right? They're part of the company layoff or the expansion or whatever they're taking, the budget is slimming down. And now you have a new boss who, they might want you in office. They might feel like they want that 50-50 role that, sometimes you come in for the reviews, other times you're home, like Monday through Friday, you're home, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you come in. So I entertained this role because, like I said, it's CPG account, and it's, again, it's the client side. If you miss my testimony, you can hear it back about how I left Toxic Farmer and how I used freelance to pivot to the client side, ended up in retail, my whole spiel. But anyway, so now since I am on the client side and I'm loving the work-life balance, I've been on this side for years now. I'm not going back. Well, knock on wood. Hopefully. Not trying to go back to the agency life. I love it over here, 9 to 5 or 10 to 6. Your 40 hours, they respect you. Even if there is a late night, it's not all of the time. It may be like one night a week, or like there's a special campaign going on and they need everybody to stay later. They're ordering pizza, that kind of thing. It's not the norm. It's not like pharma where like these pitches, end of year, everything is going on, timelines are haywire. Like if you look at my calendar now, my calendar is realistic. As opposed to before, pharma, I had like no time to even get lunch, this and this and that, coffee, cold, all of that stuff. Again, check out the video. I already talked about that testimony and what I did and why I left with having a health scare. Anyway, back to this. So basically, hybrid looks different now. So you have the companies, like a lot of banks, depending on, they're saying on-site every day. And that might be stringent, and it might be definitely like on-site every day, 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, whatever their role is. I know a couple of people at like JP Morgan, they're 9 to 5 too, but sometimes they tell me like they're wrapped up by 4. So that still kind of is okay if you're okay with that. And then you have the people that the hybrid roles that they're saying it's hybrid, but your hybrid could literally mean once a week you're coming in for a meeting. Like the team is coming in once a week. So when I first was downloaded and onboarding for this role, my first week, I literally came into the office just one day on Thursday. And it was like, okay, Tuesday and Thursday, people can come in. Thursday's the day that everyone tries to come in. And then Wednesday's like optional. So it's like something that was in the job description that stated 3 days turned into one day. Or maybe every other week, you might come in 2 days. And that's more so like if you feel like coming in. Has nothing to do with like company policy. A lot of times they put all of these stipulations in the job description because it's more so like political. And like I said, the company wants to protect themselves in case, in case it switches back, right? Because like I told you with the pandemic, where a lot of people, they wrote back saying like, oh, I moved far away. They told me this role was remote. Now, you know that every employee is at will, so they don't have to keep you. So it's like you move back or not. And then since remote roles are now so limited, and a lot of companies, even if they have remote, they're doing it more like geographic remote. Like I said, if a role is remote in LA, they still want that person to be like, they still want those LA candidates. And not only because of the different time zone, but just like they want someone to understand. A lot of times, if you are like my background, like fashion or CPG or whatever, they kind of want you to like know those brands, or a lot of the brands are in New York City, or even if you are working with Latin America or like Mexico City, all of those other time zones as well, it still is fine, right? Like you're working remotely those days anyway, just to like make sure the time zone matters and all that stuff. So either way, it's a good thing. So I challenge you to just, that's why I'm making this video, to just say like, not all hybrid looks the same. Find out what that hybrid is. This is not my first role with this opportunity. I also got another opportunity at like a popular hospital. I won't name the name, of course, in this video, but I was told that you just have to come in like one day a week, the same like this role. I think their one day a week was like every Wednesday, everyone comes in for like the team meetings and like the leadership reviews. All of that happens one day. And it's just that instead of me having to commute to that role, because I think I had to take like the Long Island Railroad or something, and I just was like, oh, I didn't really want to bother with that. So I kind of, like I said, my finances are in a good enough place. So I kind of was able to like hold off and just entertain roles that are more New York City based, because I am in New York City. Part of me moving to the city years ago was like I wanted that work-life balance, and I also wanted roles that I can be able to walk to work. So it was a whole strategy behind it, strategy as well as faith and prayer, trusting God, those two coming together, and then that's the manifestation. That's my level of manifestation, prayer and patience, and then it comes together, right timing, divine timing. The door is open, and then the prayer is fulfilled. Yeah. So, like I said, take a step back, even if it says 2, 3 days in the office, even if it says 5 days on site, still have that interview. A lot of time, like I said, it's a job description, but still have that interview with that hiring manager or who your boss is. A lot of times, even if a role is on site or a company is on site, it still is based on your boss. Like some bosses are flexible and some of them are really cool, and they're like, no, come in 2 days a week, or you can come in when I'm here as well. They just leave it up to you, or they trust you to like get the work done, right? Because let's be honest, everyone does not, play around. Some people, like, they take their role seriously, or like they do what's expected of them. They don't need babysitting. They don't need hand holding. They are adults. It's not when the doctor's away, the cat will play. It's none of that, right? It's like they do their work and they go home. So they can be trusted more. And a lot of times, if you can be trusted more, they'll give you more as well, right? So it's both of those things happening at one time. But anyway, I got on my little riding hat today, and then this little jacket from Zara. I'll show it to you more. I have to like push the camera, but it's kind of like a flare. I'll take a picture of it to kind of pop into the video as well, or how I can pop it. I'm still learning like the nuance of this. Like I said, it's YouTube. I'm having fun. I'm using this as another way to like give career advice and just to bring some of my knowledge into the platform. You also know I have a background fashion e-commerce. I do have a fashion blog, which I am starting up again. I had to take the blog courses. I had to take my Pinterest course. Now I'm doing it more so with strategy and really making it work so that later on, not today, few years, I can monetize, figure out how to monetize, right? Figure out what people are clicking on, what works, what doesn't work. It's all in the learning. It's all in the journey. You have to take your time. Entrepreneurship is not overnight. No matter what they're telling you, take this course, you could do A, B, and C, D. No, you still need a platform. You still need followers. You still need subscribers. Unless you're just doing it on your own and it's part-time and you're not taking it seriously. But if you're trying to take it seriously and really want to transition into doing this thing, like I said with my blog thing, and really like putting it out there, my website and all that stuff, you have to have some kind of strategy. And that's what this channel is about. This channel is about career strategy as well as fashion, how to look good. This is for more like fashion girlies, entrepreneurs, either you're in corporate America or you work remotely or you're 1099. I cater to that as well, which is freelance. I do both. I'm 1099. I'm also W-2. Just depends on the role. How much is the money? Let's be clear. How much is the coins? Yeah, so all of that plays into the reasoning. But anyway, I want to take this time, like, subscribe, follow the channel. It's going to be more good things coming along with the spring coming up. Take some photos. I'll be outside more, a couple of events. I went to see Come and Gone last night on Broadway. It was phenomenal. If you're in New York City, you should also check that out as well. It was really, really good. I won't spoil it because I don't like spoilers. Like I didn't read anything until I saw it. And then like after I saw it and I loved it, then this morning I was like reading all of the reviews and all of that stuff. Yeah. So that's where we are. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast because I do talk fast. I have to slow down, breathe. But anyway, have a good day.